everyone, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be walking you through how to create a rubric using ChatGPT. I think that ChatGPT has the potential to be an amazing tool for educators, especially for helping you save time on tasks like building a rubric. I think it can be a great tool to use if you're using it effectively and responsibly. So without further ado, let's get started. The first thing you are going to want to do is visit the ChatGPT website. You can just go to chatgpt.com. If you don't have an account already, you will want to make sure that you pause this video and create one so that you can follow along with me as you go. If you already have an account, you're all set. So this is the home page of ChatGPT. I won't go into the specifics too much about how ChatGPT works, but basically, if you haven't used the tool too much in the past before, what you will want to do is provide some sort of input, specifically a text input, into ChatGPT. It will analyze what you have given it, and because it's a large language model, it will provide you with a language output. So the output that I am looking for in this activity is I'm going to be looking for ChatGPT to help me create a rubric. Because I'm going to provide it with a prompt, I need to make sure that I am providing as much context as possible to ensure that ChatGPT is actually creating a meaningful and useful output. Because ChatGPT is a machine and it's not a human, you definitely might need to go in with some edits, but the more context that you provide it with upfront, the better it is at generating an output for you. So on the homepage here, you will see that there is this spot for me to actually type in my prompt. So I always like to start off, like I said, by providing as much context as possible. Because I am a teacher looking to create a rubric, I am going to be very clear about that from the very start. I will type in, I am a 5th grade STEM teacher. So I've provided the grade level that I teach as well as the subject. Then I will say I am looking to create a rubric for, and then I will say what the rubric should generally be about. So you can provide a little bit more context about the unit or the area of focus, the area of study for this specific rubric that you're looking to build out. So I'm going to say I am looking to create a rubric for an engineering design challenge that my students have been working on. Then I will describe the assignment. You can actually copy and paste the assignment directions over here if you would like. This can be particularly useful if you have a written assignment that you shared with students on Google Classroom, on your learning management system. You can actually copy and paste those directions into ChatGPT. But for the purposes of today's video, I'm just going to type something really quickly. I have assigned my students the following activity, or you could say assignment. Please use the maker materials that you have available in our classroom, such as cardboard, paper towel tubes, tape, marbles, etc., to create a 3D prototype of a roller coaster. This is the standard roller coaster maker challenge for elementary school students. So please use the maker materials that you have available in our classroom, cardboard, paper towel tubes, tape, marbles, etc., to create a 3D prototype of a roller coaster. Then I will actually type in what I am hoping to assess my students on. Because this engineering design challenge is aligned to a specific set of standards, I'm actually going to paste in the standards here that I am assessing my students on. You can type in any sort of standards or goals or outcomes that you're hoping for students to have out of this program. But I have pulled up right here the Next Generation Science Standards from the state of California that apply to this engineering design challenge for my students. So I'm going to take these 3 standards here that I would potentially be assessing my students on. I'm going to add them to my clipboard. I'm going to go back to ChatGPT and I'm going to paste them in. So now you will see that I have my 3 standards that I am assessing my students on. So I'm going to say I am assessing my students on the following standards. All right, and now I've provided all of the context that I think is relevant for this specific activity. Of course, you may have more context for your purposes that you would like to share it with ChatGPT. Now I'm going to ask for the output, which is a rubric. I will say, can you create a rubric for the assignment above? Please add a grading scale of 1, meaning beginning, to 4. You can choose whatever scale your school asks you to do, or however you prefer to grade your students or assess your students. Please add a grading scale of 1 beginning to 4 exemplary. Now, if there is further criteria that you would like to assess your students on, you can actually provide those details. So if you're like an English language arts teacher, for example, and you would like to assess students on things like grammar or maybe on sentence structure, you are welcome to include further details into this specific section so that ChatGPT knows to include that in the rubric. But again, for my purposes, this is enough context. So I'm going to go ahead and press return or enter, and I will see what the output we receive is. So you'll see it's loading, and now it is opening up this rubric here, or it's generating this rubric. All right, awesome. Okay, so let's talk about what this rubric looks like. Essentially, ChatGPT has created this rubric. We have a title up at the top here. We have the criteria that we are assessing students on in this left-hand column here. It has taken the problem definition, the solution generation, and testing and improvement from the state standards that I have linked above. And it is also including 2 other areas that I actually think I would choose to assess my students on, which is design and prototyping, as well as creativity and innovation. Then up at the top, you'll see we start with a score of 1, beginning. Then we have developing, proficient, and exemplary. And what you can do then is you can review all of these different criteria and what ChatGPT has written for each of these sections, and you can decide if you think anything needs to be tweaked. If you do think that something needs to be tweaked, like let's say for example, you would like to remove one of the rows, you can ask ChatGPT to do so. So I can say, can you remove the row on creativity and innovation? And it will do so. So now it is regenerating the rubric, but it is going to remove the creativity and innovation section. So it has now removed that section, and I think that this rubric looks pretty good. Now, of course, I'm doing this fairly quickly. If you are actually using this to assess students, you are going to want to look at this with a much more careful eye than I currently am. But for example, you can be even very specific about your tweaks or adjustments that you might make, and ChatGPT is able to do so. I had it remove an entire row, but you can ask it to make some tweaks to this cell right here, so you can get really granular and specific. Or, of course, you are also able to use this as a starting point and make your own manual edits. Now, here's one last feature that I think is pretty neat. You can actually ask ChatGPT to export this for you. So I can say, can you export this as a PDF or as a sheet, as a document? So I'm going to say, can you export this as a document? So now what I can do is I can click on this download the roller coaster design rubric here, and it will actually export it as a document, so as a Word document file. Now ChatGPT is not able to export as a Google Doc, it is able to export as a doc file for you. If you would like to then import this into Google Doc, if you just ask ChatGPT, can you export this as a Google Doc? It will tell you some directions on how to do so. You can upload the file above to Google Drive, right-click on the file once it's uploaded, and select open with Google Docs, and it will automatically convert the document into a Google Doc format. So the general formula that I recommend that teachers follow is to first start off by adding in some context. Explain what grade level you teach, what subject you teach, and what you are looking to create a rubric for. Then share with ChatGPT the assignment that you have tasked your students with completing. Provide as much context as you think is relevant. Then let ChatGPT know what criteria you are assessing your students on, what standards you are hoping for students to be gaining from this activity. And then lastly, finish off your prompt by including the actual question or task that you are asking ChatGPT to complete for you, which is creating a rubric for the assignment above. You can also ask ChatGPT to use a specific grading scale. I chose 1 to 4, but you can use whatever scale you use at your school. Thank you so much for watching today's video about how to use ChatGPT to create a rubric. If you liked this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you back here soon. Bye, friends.